Good morning, basement dwellers. I feel sick, but we're gonna be rigging today. So there's a few more clothing physics that I have to do, and then toggles. So let's work on that today. This is just gonna be a really chill stream. I'm not gonna do anything special. It's literally just gonna be I work. Clicky teeth. Okay, what am I doing? My brain is already spacing out. Is that bad right now? Alright, I was going to start my timer on this. Let me do that real quick. I only have 2 monitors, by the way, so I do have to tab out on a single monitor when I'm streaming, which is very inconvenient. I'm just rambling. Okay, so we gotta work on clothes. And I think it's just gonna be the sleeves and the shoe danglies that I have to do right now. So let's do that. So let's say that's sleeves x1 physics, sleeves x1, blend shape, minus 30 to 30. Replicate that, x2, y1, replicate, and y2. See 2 cuties on screen. Oh, forgot to do that. So let's edit this. Y1. Okay, so that is for the sleeves. So I need to do that. I can just combine this, the laces on here, with the shoe, because I would assume they're just gonna be the same physics settings. So let's combine those. One, two, three. Okay, that's gonna be a 3 pendulum. Good morning, Wolf. Did you get some good rest? About 6 hours, I want to say. I sleep fine. I just want you to know that I sleep fine. Toasty's sleep schedule is none of my concern. Y1. Y2. Did I say I was gonna do 3 on this? Let's do 3 on this. There we go. I have a cup of coffee. Coffee's nice. I love coffee. Luna's guarding your sleep, so to be expected. Yeah. Last night I did actually see her hop up on the bed and annoy the crap out of Toasty. And she was being a cutie. She just wanted to play. Okay, let's see. We want to make sure that the bottom here does not move actually, so let's grab that. There we go, that's better. Bunnies do be cute things with their passive ability. Yeah, pretty much. They are adorable. Okay, again, we don't want this to move, so we're gonna grab that. Copy. Oh, paste. Okay. Again, we're gonna grab this. Oh, a little bit further down. Copy. Copy. Okay. That is not on the right one. That's not on the right one. Let me fix that real quick. Oh, definitely not that one. This one. Yeah. Okay. My brain is at half strength, which is not good since I only have a singular brain cell. Oh. The back layer is in front. Okay, that's not ideal. It is not ideal when the back layer is in front. I'm gonna be honest. Let's try to rig around that, I suppose. Playing with ruffles today? Kind of. Wolf, that's not how it works. It's literally not how it works. This is one layer. So the layer that's in front is attached to the layer that should be at the back. That is literally not how it works. Unless I edit the art itself, this isn't working. So I'm just gonna work around it. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to work around it. It's not ideal. But I don't have many options with that right now. Oh, okay. Let me just grab this, I guess. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Have you made a tutorial on toggles yet? If not, are you gonna use this to make one? I could, however, I never actually considered making a tutorial on toggles because they're so easy. It's one of those things where it's too easy to make an entire tutorial for, you know? Because, like, you just make the toggle parameter. There, done. You need one parameter per toggle. Unless you want to add some physics to it, in which case, add physics to it. It's one of the most straightforward things when rigging. Could be a YouTube short. I suppose it could be. I suppose it could be. Okay, let me just grab this. I would, however, like to stress the importance of separating your layers correctly, because this is not good. Okay, I'm working around it. You know what? It's fine. I complain too much. I am working around it. Okay, this part does not have that problem. Good. How do toggling the toggles work? Okay. I guess I can explain. I guess I can explain, but like half the tutorial would be in VTube Studio. Just so you know, like half of that would be in VTube Studio. Actually, I can show you in the viewer as well. Yeah, I'll explain. Also, this model, and I worked on this yesterday. This model has conditional physics. So that's fun, and I know you guys might not find that as fun as I find it, but trust me when I say conditional physics are fun. Just trust me. Yeah, our model is really pretty. For all of my complaining about the layer separation, the model is very pretty. Okay, that's one sleeve done. So, do you guys want to see the conditional physics? Do you guys want to see it? Let me open my animation file and keep that open in the background. Yes? Okay, cool. So we go into physics and you can see the wings are doing their own motion, you know? They have physics with movement as well, but they're doing their own motion. Now, I'm gonna press play. on the animation, and you don't see a difference. However, this is going to be linked to when she smiles, okay? Keep that in mind, because it's not linked yet. Just keep in mind, imagine in your brain that this is how it looks when she smiles. Isn't that cute? So yeah, the wings are gonna be the wings are gonna be flapping harder when she smiles, and we can turn that down with the amount that she's smiling. And then when she's not smiling, they go back. Those are conditional physics. Basically, if the model does this specific thing, then the physics do that. Is how I would explain that. Harder than it looks. But I use blend shape weights to get that, so it was fun. It was fun to work on. Took me a few hours, but it was fun. Okay, anyway, back to physics. So do you see now why I get excited about conditional physics? I'm definitely a Live2D nerd. Don't just ignore me. The layer separation. Okay, actually, I can probably fix this. No, I cannot. I cannot. Okay, I can't ignore this, is the problem. Usually, my method is ignoring my problems until they go away. But I don't think I can ignore that one. When she gets angry, do the fangs come out? I mean, the model has fangs, I think. I don't actually remember, but I think the model has fangs. I'd have to double check. Yeah, I would assume she has fangs. But like, I'm just saying I don't know that for sure. Okay, let me anchor this down, make sure the base doesn't move. We don't do sloppy rigging around here. Okay. Let's attempt to fix this. Jesus. That's fine. This is fine. Okay. Hi, Hatsu. Good morning. Wasn't the model's fang in an interesting place? I don't remember I don't remember. Hold on. Let me open her mouth and inspect her teeth. Yes, she in fact does have fangs. A great revelation. The teeth are fine. The sleeves are not fine. But the teeth are fine. I'll clip it later for sus purposes. Don't do that. Thank you for the hug. Are my toggles not working? I just realized, are my toggles not working? Give me a moment. Give me a singular moment. Are we good? Are we good? Not seeing cans either. No, see, I'm trying to fix it. I am in fact trying to fix it. Try it now. Wolf, I know you have a ton of channel points. Try it now. Yeah, it's working. I fixed it. Oh, wings toggle. We haven't done that in a while. Okay, that's fine. How do you know I have 45k points, Jesus? Because I don't have anything in my redeems that's overly expensive. And you're here a lot. So I just figured. Okay, that should be good for the sleeves. Let's try physics. Yeah, I appreciate you. Okay, sleeves. Put it on this. Add. let's get the maximum output for that and increase. Okay. You know what? I like how that looks. That's looking good. Everything's looking very smooth. I do appreciate it when things look smooth. Excuse you? Why is that see-through? What is bound to that could be on top of the thigh layer? And only when it reaches this point. So there's some layer on top of it that starts around here, which... hand shading. Found it. Can we move this layer, please? There we go. Now we need the other side. Put that in here. And then put this down here. And that should have fixed it. Oh, it might have not. Because the thighs are down here. Hold on. We can fix this. Let's put all of this back here. That should have fixed it. Save. Yeah, that did it. Cool. Okay. We duplicate this. We say sleeves Y. Position Y. Body Y. 70. 30. I think. Let's do this one 50-50. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't move, which, I mean, it's fine. Okay. This can go up a bit. Okay. That looks fine. Let's grab these. That's vertical overkill. That flowy and fluffy hair though. Yeah, I'm very proud of how the hair turned out. The movements are probably not gonna be that exaggerated in tracking. It's always more exaggerated in the Live2D viewer than it is in tracking. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I would have preferred a lot more layers to work with, if I'm gonna be honest, but it is small details, I suppose. There we go. Extended interpolation. It's fine. Small details are the thing that make or break a rig. I wouldn't say that. I think most people don't even look at the small details. There is barely a difference between if these layers were properly separated and right now. Like, you're not gonna see a massive difference. It would have been nice because I prefer to have well-rigged details. But usually only the rigger looks at that anyway. No, it's not even that. Usually people look at the overall movement more than the details. My voice is breaking. I am currently actually losing my voice, which is not great. Not something I would prefer in this very moment. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Okay. I think I heard 2 small cracks as you stretched. Probably. That is very possible. My back has been pretty bad recently, actually. I mean, I am sitting basically 8 hours a day, so... the wonders of rigging full time. Yeah, usually. I try to sit up straight as much as I can, but when I'm really focused, you know, slouching does tend to happen a lot. I am just doing physics. Like, nothing I'm doing at this point is very interesting. I'm literally just working on physics. I don't know how interesting Live2D is to other people anyway. I like it, but that's just me. That is the reason why I do it full time, because I enjoy rigging. But this might not be as interesting to other people, you know? We're almost done with physics, to be fair. To be fair, we are almost done with physics. Okay, let's anchor that down. Let's grab all of this. There we go. And that should be good for that. I'm in a compactor right now, and that's the equivalent of watching paint dry. Oh no. I'm thinking about the physics here. Okay. Well, the trains in the middle aren't separated, unfortunately, so we're not gonna get much detail out of that. I can bind this here, though. Would you and Toasty be interested in playing Baldur's Gate 3 with me? That is way too expensive. I mean, like, in theory, I wouldn't mind, but, like, I do not have the money for that. It was on discount to 40 something euro. That is still too expensive. The most I'm willing to spend on a game would be 15. What if I gifted it? I mean, I would play it, but that seems like a lot of money, and I don't want you to do that. Don't mind me, I'm just working on tiny details that nobody will ever see. Honestly, I don't even think this needs physics. I'm just doing it because I can at this point. wonder if vampires dressed this light ever get cold. I don't know. That certainly is a question that I do not know. I mean, I would assume they do, considering vampires just have anemia. And I can tell you, as someone with anemia, I do get cold a lot. Can confirm. I am always cold. This chain does not adhere to gravity very well, but we're gonna ignore that. Do I want to make this a 3 or a 2? You know what? Let's make it a 3. Why not? Give it some extra wiggle. 4? We're not doing 4. 4 is a bit overkill. No kill like overkill. Fair, but also... it would mean more work for me. There's a bunny behind me. I heard that. What are you doing? Can you guess? Okay, can you guess which bunny is behind me right now? Just take a wild guess. Luna, yes. Yes, it is in fact Luna. I don't know why, but she's always near me. She does not leave me alone. Which is cute. But also... I question her motives. Alright, I'm gonna have to duplicate this to the other side as well, which is gonna be a pain. What if I just replicate the deformer? What if I just do that? What if I just copy the deformer and reflect it? It would certainly be faster. I could have done that for all of this, by the way. But I enjoy manual rigging. Let's anchor that down. Make sure that doesn't move weird. There we go, that should be good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna copy this over to the other side. Reflects horizontally. Then we make another deformer. And we drag this over here. We put this in here. Place a chain in here and delete that. Okay, I'm gonna have to reflect that. Reflect. Reflect. And that looks good. Okay. Save. Okay, interesting. Let's leave that as is. Okay. Next week, get possible night work, so need something to do during the day. Ah, shouldn't you be sleeping during the day if you have to work at night though? Are you getting enough sleep? I need to wiggle this around. Increase. Hold on, what if I do this? Oh, that might actually be better. Let me check. Not down there, it's not. I see. Yeah, it's gotta be really difficult to throw your sleep schedule around. Let me just create a few more parameters, because those chains down there are not working for me. Oh. Y2. And Y3. Okay. change. Change. Okay. Save. Let's try that again. Because the laces look good, but the chains don't. So we're gonna adjust. One, two, three. Decrease. Okay. We are going to turn this down. Love how cozy this stream feels. Honestly, I am just working. I'm not doing anything else. Okay, yeah. I think that's better. A little bit more subtle down there. Say this is Y. Just gonna be position Y. 50. Angle Y. 50. Switch this over to position. I need to switch this over. I forgot. Yes, switch. Okay. You know what? Kind of happy with that. Alright, so that is how she currently looks. Let's turn on external application. Looks so smooth, thank you. I'm messing around with the face augmentation right now that I put in because this model is not VBridger. The model I am using for myself is VBridger, but the vampire model is not VBridger. So I put in some facial augmentation to kind of mimic VBridger. As you can see, she has a bit of cheek puff there. And that's the thing. Without VBridger, you cannot achieve cheek puff. But we're doing it. See how the mouth changes? I'll hold my mouth in one position, and you can see how it changes with the eyebrows. So that's facial augmentation. It is it is more expressiveness for non VBridger. Mouth X works. The ears wiggle with it as well. But yeah, this is how she currently works. And if I zoom out, there we go. If I zoom out, you can see how she's moving in tracking. So this is how she's gonna be looking when tracking. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I think she's really cute. Why are we leaning? I don't know why we're leaning. But I'm gonna turn that off. Yeah, I'm not sure why we were leaning there, but might need to reset my own model as well. Okay. Anyway, so we're done with that. And then we're gonna be working on toggles. Give me a moment. Okay. I am going to take a very quick break, and I will be back in like a minute, but I need to get up, stretch, walk around. So I will be right back. My microphone wasn't on. Hi. I did ghost you. Get some more coffee? I'm out of coffee. I'm out of coffee. I need to order more, but expensive. Okay. So we are gonna be working on toggles now. Now that we got that done, we do toggles. And luckily, all of the expression toggles are up here. So, happy expr happy, which okay, you guys want to know about toggles? So the first thing you do is you create a new parameter for the toggle, which would be minimum 0, default 0, maximum 1. This is just to toggle it on. Now you grab the layers that are intended for this toggle. What is this? I don't know what this layer is. Ah, okay. Eyebrow form. Unfortunate. We don't have layers. You need to go from my coffee fund refilled. Coffee's expensive now. Okay. Let me just create the other parameters. So the second one is blush. Hiya! Welcome to the stream. It's going good. Just working on a model right now. And then the last one is angry. Okay. Save. So we're gonna ignore that one and focus on blush. Okay. Let me clip this to the layer it needs to be clipped to. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna take the layer that we need. We're gonna bind it to the toggle parameter. And we're gonna turn it on. And I don't know if this is supposed to be in front of the eyes. I am going to guess it is not. So I'm gonna drag this down and put this over here with blush. Okay. I'm glad I still have your thermic cup. Some stations, it's 50% off if you fill with that one. Ah, that's handy. All right, now you have your toggle. And now you have your toggle. But say that you need to adjust something else, right? Say that you need to adjust the eyebrow position, the default eyebrow position. Which I'm going to do. For example, I got a reference here that says the eyebrows need to be in this position for the happy toggle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my eyes tab and go to eyebrows. And this looks like it should be angle. So I'm gonna select this. I have too many eyebrow forms. I have too many eyebrow forms. You know what? Let's just deform the eyebrow. Why not? Let's just deform the eyebrow. What could possibly go wrong if we just deform the eyebrow? No, I'm just gonna make a new deformer on the inside. And then bind this. And now we're gonna shape it. We're gonna shape it to the desired shape from the reference. And now, let's see if this works with the rest of the brow forms. And it does still work with the rest of the brow forms. Okay, cool. So let's do the same on the other side. Now we can get rid of the reference. Just so we know what we're doing. How many toggles will this model have? 3. We have happy, blush, and angry. I see a problem. Let me smooth that out a bit. Okay. Smoothed. What about an adorably cute toggle? I don't know what you want from me. I have work. This is work. I don't know what you want from me. And there's the blush toggle. And then angry toggle. That is certainly different. I don't know what they want me to do with this, honestly, because like the eyebrows are baked in. I don't know what they want me to do with this. Either way, let's turn this on. Okay, so how I'm gonna fix this, I think. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna copy this as a reference. And then I'm just gonna erase the eyebrows. I think that's the only thing I can do here. Just be careful not to erase everything else. Preferably, this would have been on opposite sides and split into 4. Okay. I guess this is what we're doing right now. Right. They want you to do the impossible. It's not impossible, but it is a pain. Right. Okay, this goes in here. Down. I can throw that in there. First of all, let me grab all of this and bind this here, and then do this. So that turns on at that point. We're putting this in with the eyebrow. And then we're gonna deform this into that. Let's turn the opacity down on that so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna bind this. There we go. And then we follow that. I think that's fine. And then we do the same on the eye left. We want eye down. And put this in there. In the eyebrow, we put this in. Okay, cool. So that's that, and then we turn this off. We need to delete this. Gun. Okay. That's fine. Oh, we save that. And this is really all we need for the happy toggle? Okay. I'm gonna do something. first of all, let's put this in blush. Then we're gonna take this. We're gonna double that up. We're gonna bind that to happy so that the blush intensifies a little bit. This is extreme intense blush. And then for angry, we want the mouth forms to change. Oh boy. This is gonna suck. Okay. So let's bind this to angry. And deform this. Can we actually, thank you. Okay. And then we just make sure that she doesn't have a smile form on the angry toggle. Oh. Let's fix this. Okay. And that should be good. She does not have a smiling form anymore. When she's angry, and then... That is not straight. That is not straight. We need to fix that. That is not straight. Okay. And then when she's not angry, she's smiling. Let's double check the eyebrow angles. Okay. Not great. Ultra angry, yeah, pretty much. let's just grab this. And the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna push this down so it doesn't exceed. We're gonna do the same with the happy toggle, by the way, because we want to move that around. Okay, that looks good. I like that. Now we need the other eye. We're gonna do the same on this. Gonna pull this up and push it down a little. And then when she's angry, we push this down. We push this up. There we go. And that should have fixed it. Save. Now we can test this again. External application. Ah, she moves. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be testing. There was a buzz coming from the other side of the room and I don't know what just happened. Okay, anyway, we testing. We testing. So, if she's happy, this is her eyebrow forms when she's happy. And then blushing. Blushing's not gonna change much. It will not change anything, so that's fine. The blush is fine. And then angry. I mean, it's not exceeding, but I think we're fine. And it is tracking with the eyes and the eyebrows. So I think this toggle is fine. I do want to adjust the happy toggle a little bit though. It's because I think this might be a bit much. So we're gonna pull that down a little. And then the other side. I think that's better. Okay. We save that. And I will do more thorough testing after this, but for now I'm going to export for runtime. And hopefully this does not show up on my main screen. And just in case it does, I'm gonna turn this off real quick. It does show up on my main screen. Good thing I turned that off. I have a lot of files that I don't necessarily need Stream to see. It's nothing sus. It's just, you know, customer files, which Some of them in the A, so. We are exporting. Hi, yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah. So, since I'm basically recording my entire monitor, I do like to keep that turned off. Okay, I think we're fine. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So, for anyone who wanted to know about toggles, this is part 2 of what we need to do. So you want to open the Mach3 file in the Live2D viewer. And this is what that should look like. So you want to go to File, Add Expression. And first expression is happy. Second expression name. There we go. And then we click on that in the expressions. And then we find the parameter we created for it. We click on it, check it off, and then slide it. And then we do the same for the other expressions. Blush. Expression. Angry. Angry. There we go. And now we export all expression motion. Let's get that off the screen real quick. Let's not do that. Luckily that landed on a public model. All right. We're on the right one. And then we press open. And that exported all of the expressions. And then we export model settings, model3.json. And then we save. Yes, overwrite. Cool. And now we can click that off. And there are your expression toggles. Those are your toggles. And then when you go into VTube Studio, hi, hello, this is my face. You go into your settings and you press hotkey settings and expressions up here. And then you can, let me find my expressions. Set, unset expression in VTube Studio. And then you press the expression and the hotkey you want. So that is how that works. Let me just get off your screen now. I apologize for the virus jump scare there. Okay. But that is basically how you do that. That is how you do that. Toggles are easy. Alright. No, I need to do some debugging, which I'm gonna be doing off stream. It's just like moving the model around and seeing if anything, if there's anything I missed. Yeah. So, I'm gonna end the stream here. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.